Hi, I'm Lucinda Sanford and I run a design and build company, and one of my clients has kindly agreed to let me show you around their beautiful home today. Much of what we do starts on paper with a plan of the house, and because we start right from the beginning, we're able to kind of make sure that the kitchen island can sit in line with the layout and the centre of the doors. So we've got a connection here between the basement and the ground floor by creating these double height Crittall windows. And then the island's kind of in the centre of the back doors to the garden. And although we couldn't follow the central line all the way into the front drawing room, we kind of have created an ability to see from front to back without it being a completely open plan house. And then we've got the Burger Israel lights, which hang over the island and the kitchen table, which I really love. I don't mind that the lights are gold and the tap is chrome, but I know some people might feel if you're going to go for a look, you have to match it. But I kind of like things to look like they've kind of been collected rather than forced in one fell swoop. I've got a great cooker from Lucinda, which I really like. And this really great stone worktop, which is called Moon Rock. And it's really durable, and I love the patterns in it and the interest. So they had two great pictures, which they bought, which add a really good pop of colour. And we're saving up for a great lacquer bright dresser to go underneath from Julian Chichester that we've got our eye on. So we made the hallway. When we reconfigured the whole house, it was a standard terraced house with a double reception, and we basically created an enlarged front sitting room, drawing room area, and then took a bulk of the space at the back to create a hallway, which I think is really important because it gives a kind of landing space in the house rather than kind of being tunneled down a narrow passageway. In a way, you're losing living space, but I think you gain a lot of room and breathing space. So we use this great Lapisada black herringbone in the hallway, and we brought it through into the sitting room just to keep the flow, but then put an inlay carpet just to finish it off and make it cozier. Walls are painted in a really thick oil-based gloss paint, and I love colour. I think houses should look decorated when they're empty. That's always kind of what I want. When we leave a house before the furniture's come in, I want it to feel like a home already. I don't want to feel like you need the furniture to add the interior design into it. We did these lovely windows between the hallway and the drawing room, which I think add more light and also just add a little bit of interest and invite you again in to look into the next room, and inbuilt joinery around the double doors, which is hiding the pocket doors that come in and also practical because you need them. So there are a lot of cushions, not as many as some people might have, but there are a lot. I want the cushions to look like you can sit on them. I don't think they should be too uninviting and, you know, too perfect that people feel embarrassed to sit on them. So we made all the cushions ourselves and designed them, except for the two great Van der Heerd ones, because they're Van der Heerd and they're amazing. And then the sofas came from David Seyfried, and they've got this gorgeous Laura Piana cashmere herringbone on them. And these two great David Seyfried chairs again. I buy a lot of furniture from him. Chesney's fireplace. And this great star that came from Vaughan, which I think is really oversized, but I love the way it looks in the room. Okay, so we put in underfloor heating pretty much everywhere, but I always put a radiator by the door because I think it's quite nice in the winter to get that kind of gust of warm from a big chunky radiator. The painting over the radiator is by Mouse Caslett, and I love the colour and the gold finish. which kind of picks up the wall lights either side. And then the pair of windows that we discussed in the drawing room are nice because you can see the wall lights. This is quite a basic carpet. It's a very used hallway, so we didn't want to go too crazy on the carpet, but how we kind of really spruced it up is by doing the double border. So we've got that little tiny bit of blue in there, which kind of picks up the colours that are in the house. So here we are in the master bedroom. We created double doors in from the hallway, which kind of, I think, add a kind of really good sense of grandeur and also allow the light from the bedroom into the hallway. We built a fake chimney breast with a nice fireplace to add some character into the room. I like valances and headboards, quite traditional, but I think they look really neat. This is in a wonderful fabric by Benison, which I love. Again, quite traditional, but I think the colours are really fresh and bright. And then we've got some Julian Chichester bedside tables and George Spencer fabric on the curtains, and the ottoman at the end of the bed has the same, and the little kick pleats which have got the George Spencer. I mean, I love paint. I think the linen wallpaper really makes you feel completely kind of enclosed by the room. So that's from Architectural Textiles, which is a great product. So now we're in the dressing room, which is quite simple, good mirroring. Islands are really useful in dressing rooms because they're a surface to do things on, just there in the kitchen. So to unpack, fold, leave stuff out. So we do them quite a lot. And this room's kind of very functional, but very discreet. And I like the way it's painted in with the walls, so you kind of walk through it into the bathroom. Every centimetre counted because we wanted to get the loo and the shower hidden away. So the bath in the middle, because they very rarely shut the doors between everything, because actually the loo and the shower are hidden. And it means that you get this amazing light from front to back. We did a marble floor, and then the tiles are from Fard Earth, and I like the way they were almost like an inlay kind of carpet or a rug. I love the detailing on the skirting to pick up the skirting in the rest of the house. And we use these great antique mirrors in here, which kind of are really dramatic for a bathroom, but I think they look really nice. So this is a little guest bedroom, which is kind of like just really sweet and pretty and pinky. This is the hallway down to the basement, and I think basements need to be really, really well considered. So I really like the way you enter this through the kitchen and this great Cold and Sun wallpaper. So this is a guest bedroom in the basement, which is quite nice because it's private and it's actually a really great bedroom. I did a very lovely bathroom down here, which I love. It's probably my favourite bathroom actually in the house, because it's really deep and dark and moody, and we painted it in this gloss paint on the walls and the ceiling. And the bath and everything is painted the same with these great Popham tiles, which are kind of encaustic, and they're made in Morocco. I mean, they're great. I mean, they're incredibly popular now. And the bedroom's quite simple. We took that old furnishing from their master bedroom in their last house, and we made these little niches in the wardrobes. So this is the guest loo. Everyone loves a good guest loo. I mean, it's like, if you're not brave anywhere else in your house, you can always be brave in the guest loo. So we've used this dark, glossy grey lacquer paint that we've picked up in the rest of the house on the woodwork and the ceiling. And then this great Juliet Travers wallpaper, which I love. So we were all really pleased as a team with how the house came together. We've kind of really worked and continue to work on it as we finalise all the final bits of furnishing. There wasn't much to be enamoured about it, but we knew that it was going to be amazing, and I think it's done exactly what it needed to do, and we're really pleased with it. Bye, thanks for coming.